So, time is the proof of all reality and existence, okay? I'm gonna try to blow your guys' mind with this one. Because sometimes I just sit around and my mind is wondering, then boom, I suddenly got an answer. I don't know why, I don't know how, but check it out, okay? So, the reason why I say time is like the base model of reality, is the proof of all realities, because let me give you some examples. So it's more visual, okay? So let's say I have this nunchuck, right? And I spin it. I spin it, and you can see it with your eyes. You can track it. You can see it moving. But if I go faster, you can barely see it with your naked eye, right? You can barely track it. You can barely see it. But imagine if you multiply it 1,000,000 times faster, your eyes will no longer be able to perceive it. So what proof of reality do you really have if you can no longer perceive it? Unless you put your finger through it and you feel it and you try to use your different senses, your other senses like your scent, your hearing, perhaps you might be able to hear it. But for this example, if you multiply it 1,000 times faster, you will not be able to see it, you know? Just like the speed of light, from point A, like the laser, if you try to click the button, you don't see the light traveling, you know, you just see the light at point B. You know, that's how fast the speed of light is. It's crazy, but everything happens over time, you know, everything happens over time. Things change over time, you know, so the day we were born here on earth was also the day we started dying. The day we were born here on earth was the day we started decaying. And at some point, our existence will be gone. You know, there's not gonna be a Christian anymore in sometimes in the future. You know, there's not gonna be you sometime in the future. It's gonna be gone because of time. Because of time. Because of time, things existed. You know, it's crazy. So it's really time is the true measurement of reality. It's the proof of existence, you know? Like in the Bible, you know how God said he created the earth within 7 days? Within 7 days. So 7 days indicates time, right? First, second, third, it's time. So first, he laid out a timeline. He laid out a timeline, and then from there, first day, I built this. Second day, I built the moon, sun, boom. Everything was created because there was time. You know, there was a timeline. If there was no timeline, there wouldn't be space. And if there's no space, there wouldn't be matter. So time is really the proof of all existence, of all reality. That's where everything was built on. That was the foundation. Time was the foundation of all reality. You know, things were just stacked up on top of that, you know, because time was the foundation. It was the foundation of everything, of all reality. So I do believe in time travel, you know, because this is how I perceive time. I perceive time as linear. You know, time is linear. It's straight, you know, it's straight. It's just like, let me think. Time is linear, and I'm gonna give you an example. Imagine time is like a river, okay? So let's say this is a river, right? Everything happens now. You know, there's no past, there's no future, there's only present. It's only now. So let's say, this is the river, right? And you are here, and the future is there, and your past was here. So this is you, right? You're in the middle. You're in the present. Everything all at once exists. Everything all at once exists. It's just that you haven't gotten here, and you've been here. You are focused. You are at the present moment, at the time. And as you're going forward to the future, you're still at the present. You're still at the present because time is linear. There's no past, there's no future. Everything happens all at once. Okay? Everything happens all at once. So I do believe that if you're here, that you can turn your boat around and go back into the past. And I do believe in multiple realities, you know? So let's say you happen to change your trajectory of life. You happen to go 30 degrees that way. And if you go 30 degrees that way, there's gonna be multiple realities in the future where you might end up being a doctor, or you might end up being something, a rapper, for example. I don't know. But that small trajectory will cause a lot of differences in the timeline. So that's why I believe the multiverse exists, you know? It's because every small changes can affect the reality. So, butterfly effect, sure. But you get what I mean, right? Time to me is really the proof of all existence, you know? 7 days of creation. God had to make time. God had to build a timeline so that way he can start building things up, you know? So time is really the proof of all existence, in my opinion. That's just me. But yeah, man. Peace.